Nuestras raíces presenta Hasta La Raiz.
Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast,
Hasta La Raiz.
I'm Jasmine,
I'm Nidaleen.
and today we have a special guest.
Gonzalo, that's my name.
I forgot that was your name.
Yeah.
I didn't know your name. I've only heard of
Yeah,
like Toto.
Yeah.
The notes,
Yours is
Toto.
Toto.
Yeah, he has a nickname that
Sure.
has became his actual name that
Mhm.
everyone knows him by thanks to his mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself, Toto? I mean, Gonzalo.
So I'm 17. I'm going into college next year in the fall, and I coach. This is my uniform, and
You coach what?
it's-
Soccer?
I coach soccer for little kids. This-
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you for introducing yourself. Should we talk a little bit about what today's podcast is going to be about? What we're going to be asking Gonzalo. We have been in conversation.
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about like high school and our experiences, and then leading up to like college, and like how things like influence us, like our support systems, what we have, and kind of asking him, like, since he is in high school, like how has it been for him, his experience, especially because you came from a different state as well, so kind of getting that vibe a little.
Yeah. And so I'm sure a lot of people, like, if you're listening to this podcast, if you know someone who went to high school or college in the U.S. and comes from like another, comes from another state and just moved around a lot. I did for a little bit. Jasmine also moved for like a little, like at least once. And Gonzalo has also moved around a bit. I'm sure a lot of it.
Wow.
I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that and like add your comments and whatever you want to say, like in the comment section somewhere. If you're watching the YouTube and if you're watching on Spotify, I think you can comment. I tried to double check, but I'm not sure anymore. Yeah. So do we want to kind of talk about how high school was for us? Because I'm sure it was very different for everybody, even though like we all went to high school here.
I can go first.
Yeah.
So for me, high school was, I only went to high school like my freshman and sophomore year, and then my junior and senior year I was doing dual enrollment, so I was doing high school classes and also like college classes at a community college. So I was driving from my town all the way to Tri-Cities to CBC, and I didn't have to take any classes in my high school because like I had passed all my credits, and so I was just mostly focusing on my freshman classes. And so I was just a full-time college student, but I was still considered a high school student. And so I know for a fact, like freshman and sophomore year, high school was kind of fun for me. I was very involved. I did sports. I was a soccer player. I did track. I did cheer. So I was kind of involved like with my school. I also was part of like Upward Bound, which was like for students who are first generation. They like take you to colleges to tour them. I also like I got paid for that as well. Like they give you like a stipend, and so like they help you with college applications, and they have like meetings. And so like once a week I would stay after school to like just get involved with them, like talk about college in the future. I also had connections with my counselor. Like she helped me a lot with like applying to Gonzaga. And she was also there like supporting me, helping me with scholarships. And so in that way I did get the support system from my school. It was a very small school, so everybody knew each other. And so like I had a lot of friends because of sports and because of other things that I was involved in.
Would they also go, a lot of your friends, would they go to like running star, would they go to college with you at the same time or no?
Only one of my friends did.
Yeah. Nice. I did that too. I also went to high school for just 2 years, my freshman and sophomore year, and then my junior year I did one class in high school for a semester, and then I just did just college. So I did start my freshman year of college, my junior years of high school. And I didn't like high school at all. So I just wanted to get out of high school, and I applied for Running Start and just went to college. And that was a really nice experience. I wasn't involved in sports, but I was involved in the like leadership stuff. So I was part of an honor society over at CBC, and I would go to meetings every Tuesday, and then they would like host blood drives, they would host all sorts of things, and I would go to them. And I would also go to like other club meetings that they would have and stuff like that. So I would be involved in that sense within the school. And I did get to make friends, which was cool, because all the friends that I had in high school graduated my sophomore year, so they were gone, so I was gone too. Yeah, but I really enjoyed my first 2 college years over at CBC in Tri-Cities. How about you? How you like it?
My high school experience was okay. It wasn't like really like, you know, the high school experience that you like hear everywhere, I guess. It was just really chill. I did my 4 years. I considered doing Running Start, but then I guess I got kind of lazy. Then I just stayed in school. I do have a lot of friends who do Running Start, and I'm jealous sometimes because they only show up for like a period or 2 a day, and it does seem kind of fun, but it's just been kind of a straight line, just regular high school. I have a lot of friends. I mean, it's just chill experience for the most part, and yeah, now I get to transition, which is exciting and also terrifying, but yeah, that's pretty much how it was.
Are you involved in your school?
No, not really. I never got involved in school. I wanted to do wrestling for a minute, and then I was kind of like, no. Then I thought about the soccer team, and I was also kind of like, no. So I just kind of stuck to the academic part of high school.
Can I ask why?
I don't know. I guess coming from Miami, there were a lot of kids who were students who shared like the same likings as me. Like we all liked the sport. We all like did stuff after school with the sport. Here it's very I felt very secluded in a way. I didn't really find the same interest with everyone else just because of like the cultural difference that there is from a place like Miami to here, because over there it's just a salad of a bunch of like Colombians, Peruvians, Venezuelans, and here it's just there's not a lot, so I didn't have much to go with anyone else, so just kind of stuck on my own pretty much. So yeah,
I think that's a big reason why like people don't want to like be involved. A lot when I hear in Spokane, I've heard like similar conversations about that they just can't. Some people can't find their people,
their community.
Yeah.
I noticed as soon as I came over here, I only have like I have like a bunch of acquaintances, but like I only have like 3 really good friends, and what I noticed here especially was how reserved people are. They're very closed off, like, like, sure, we can be cool, but I don't know if I want to be your friend.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but yeah, I mean, I guess it's just how it is over here.
Yeah,
Especially,
it's hard to know like who you can actually like count on, or you can just like just hang out.
Especially since it's like such a small like place. Well, used to be, at least when I was here. Now it's getting a lot bigger, but yeah, much more private people.
Yeah. Would you say like you have like a good support system right now?
Yeah, definitely a very good one.
Yeah. Do you have a good support system within like your friends from school?
Yeah, I do.
And like, are they going with you to like wherever, like if you're going to college, like going to the same place, or are they like going your separate ways?
I think I only have about 2 people who want to come, who are going to the same college that I am right now, but most of my friends have already graduated. I still hang out with them and stuff a bunch. But for example, one's a TSA officer now, and the other one does like landscaping and stuff like that. So they all want to work a lot. They don't really want to go into school. So yeah, I kind of chose the college road. So yeah.
Do you know which college you're going to?
Eastern. I'm going to Eastern. Yeah, EW.
A fellow EEC over here.
Soon to be. So yeah.
Well, congratulations for getting accepted.
Thank you. It's a clap for myself now.
That's so loud. I had another question because you said a lot of your friends or some of your friends decided to go a separate route other than like college or like higher education. Did you always want to go to college, or did you ever want to do something else that wasn't college?
Honestly, it was kind of a 50-50. Like, it was always like a debate in my head. I like the idea of having the comfort of knowing for sure where I want to go after school. The only reason, for example, I found a lot of comfort in going to college just because I knew that I wasn't gonna be stuck like in a limbo of what I wanted to do and not. But I guess then I always had like do a job, go to work and stuff like that. But I always wanted to do something that I actually enjoyed. So that's what I'm trying to find. And yeah, college was where it ended.
And how does something that you want to do look like for you?
So something that I want to do, I don't want to like not in, I guess, disrespect to anyone, but what I don't want to do is have how do you say it, like a, I guess like sort of like a 9 to 5 or just like a general monotone environment as a job. You know, like I wanna work at something where I can still be myself, you know, wear my band shirts and stuff like that, just so that I could also, you know, represent who I am and not have to wear like a suit and tie or have a computer with me all the time, you know. So yeah, that's kind of my choice, I guess.
And then you said you were from Miami.
Yes.
How was like the transition from moving from Miami to Spokane and like making new friends and like?
So in Miami, once we had moved from Argentina to Miami, the process of having friends became it was very fast because I was also like 8 years old. I already had a friend. His name was Vasco. He was a Peruvian, and we clicked right away just because my mom and his mom clicked too. And from there on out, I had like a bunch of friends ever from middle school till my freshman year of high school. Then from there is when I moved over here, and that's when like the diversity kind of hit. The first year I came here, and I came into my sophomore year of high school, and that was kind of hard. It was, I guess, the most difficulty that I had trying to fit into a place, and especially like just having such a sudden change of black and white. Again, like I said, the people here didn't feel very welcoming, at least at first. From my experience, people over there are like, hey, or like, oh, Lavato, like stuff like that here. Here's kind of like, they just kind of like stare at you and like, what's up? Yeah.
Do I not want to talk?
Yes, yeah. But I did find my people here, I guess. And yeah, the first year was really tough. I didn't have any friends at all. Like, telling you, I was that kid who sat alone at lunch, like in the staircase or like in a class, because I used to talk to the teachers all the time because they were super cool. So especially my psychology teacher. But yeah, then I managed to find people that I clicked with genuinely, and that helped me bring my confidence and my self-esteem super high up, and made me feel a lot more comfortable, and that's thanks to them.
Nate, have you ever been the new kid at your school?
I've been the new kid at so many schools.
Oh, that sucks.
Back in Mexico, like even though I lived in the same city my whole life, well, for the 13 years that I was in Mexico, I moved schools almost every 2 years. So I went to like 6 different schools in Mexico alone. So I was the new kid 6 different times in Mexico, and then I moved here to the US and I was the new kid twice in like Vegas, where I first moved. And then when I moved to Tri-Cities, I went to Pasco High for a month, so I was a new kid there. Then I moved to Kennewick, I was a new kid there, and then until I moved here to Spokane, and I was a new kid. And
What
in
made
college,
you like decide to stay here?
Well, I first decided to move to Spokane because of college, because of Eastern. I applied to Eastern, and I just decided, of course, to move here to study. And I'm still finishing school, so I kind of have to stay in Spokane for now. But I'm trying to, once I'm done with school and everything, I'm trying to apply for like the LSAT and stuff, and then apply for law school, and then wherever law school takes me, that's where I would go. So I don't feel attached to Spokane,
Okay.
other than for what I have to be here for, you know? Yeah. Like, would you consider like staying in Spokane, like once you're done? It's like very early speaking for you, but if you were given the option to like go somewhere else, or just like stay in Spokane once you're done, or if you get the opportunity to like study somewhere else, like would you go somewhere else, or would you stay here?
I would go somewhere else. Honestly, I kind of want to travel. I kind of want to study abroad, kind of do things like that I kind of regret not doing as an undergrad, like studying abroad, going to Europe. Like all of some friends that I have, they're like, no, like going to Europe like was like the best thing like for me, and I'm like, dang it, like I wish I could have done that. But in my situation, they didn't offer classes for my major, and I just didn't want to take credits just for fun. I'm like, that's gonna slow me down. I'm already graduating early, like I just want to be done. But that's something like for master programs, I do want to study abroad and kind of like want to experience the world. I don't know, like just go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because I feel like my whole life I've been stuck in Washington. Like I don't know anything else but Washington. Like yes, I do travel, but like I feel like I wouldn't know like other experiences.
Yeah.
Because I get to be there long enough.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay.
And then you don't just get to, if you get to study abroad, you get to like know some other history, some other customs, some other language, if anything. And if you, let's say you study, what would you study for your master's?
I still don't know that yet. I could do things like clinical, but I can also go to law school. I don't know, like I'm still kind of weighing my options. That's why I'm taking a year off. But
like I want to do law school, but if I get the option to do law school outside of the US, which I would hope for, I really would want to do it in like Germany, you know?
That would be really cool.
And like somewhere else. Like I wouldn't really go back to Mexico and study law over there, because I generally would not know how to live in Mexico again.
I'm German. Did you guys know that?
No idea.
Just kidding.
She's Alemán.
My last name is
Her last name
German.
is Alemán, so she's German by association.
Why did you choose Germany out of anywhere else?
I've always, since I was little, I've always wanted to be in Germany.
Germany?
For no reason. Like I knew nothing about Germany. I knew nothing about the language. Knew nothing about nothing. And like my uncle studied, he's a doctor in Mexico, and he did like his practice, and he studied like medicine and everything in Germany. And so he would like randomly just like in like gatherings and stuff be like, how's your German? And I'll be like, I have no business learning German. I have no idea what you're asking me. So it got like stuck in my head, like, oh, Germany would be cool. And I would see pictures and I would like it, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll go one day. So I want to go to Germany. Or Spain. I know.
Spain.
Colonizers, but
Oh, damn.
I gotta call you out. I'm Mexican, but I think it would be cool, you know. But still, the history is there. yeah, would you want? You said you wanted to like move out of Spokane.
100%.
Where would you want to go?
I can't say like. See, the U.S. for me is kind of like I have like maybe 4 to like 10 choices, just because I've like seen almost all of the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
Florida, I feel like I already live there too much. Here, for the almost 3 years that I've been over here, no, like 3 years that I've been over here, I feel like I live too much over here. I feel like the content of, I guess, life that I had in Miami is a lot less than what I have here. So I think definitely somewhere out of the U.S. I'd love to start studying in Europe. I heard it's like really, really a really good experience. And if anything, I mean, I'd love to go back to my home country, you know. So that's one of my dreams, to go back to Argentina, you know, say hi to the fam.
What's something that you miss from Argentina?
Apart from empanadas and milanesas, I'd have to say probably the weather. I love the weather. It was usually super.
Her face.
Yeah.
She's like, that really? That's what you miss?
Yeah, the weather. Like okay. Apart from being around like I'm around my parents all the time, so I can't say that I'm not used to being around Argentine people. But one thing that I do miss, I guess, apart from the weather,
It's because Annabella said that it was really cold, and that when it was cold over here, she was like with short sleeve and stuff, like nothing.
Is it really cold over there?
in Argentina, yeah, like
La Patagonia's over there.
yeah.
Oh.
I would like seriously walk to school like in like a shirt and just like
Yeah, you
cargos.
are wild.
It's really not that bad. I mean, it's seriously not that bad.
He just said.
But yeah, I guess the number 2 thing that I miss the most is the food. You
Yeah,
know,
that's fair.
you can't find like authentic dulce de leche here. You know, so.
I don't know what's
Well, Argentinian
La Pulga.
dulce de leche. But yeah, that's I guess what I miss the most.
You were talking about how you said that you can really say that you're not surrounded by Argentine humans because you're surrounded by your parents.
All the time, yeah. So.
But I feel like myself, even though I work here in Hasta La Raiz and I have like people who are from like Mexico just coming every single day, I still would feel like I don't see my culture, like Mexican culture, my everyday life
Represented a lot.
Yeah, so even though I'm surrounded by people that come from like maybe even the same city I'm from, I wouldn't feel represented or like it's being I don't identify myself a lot in a lot of people unless it's in like a specific scenario, you know? I don't know how to explain it. Or unless we have like a conversation I can relate to you, then I feel like that connection, you know? Do you like talk to your parents a lot about like things you would like do or eat or say back in Argentina? Or
I mean, we like, I mean, the only reason why I kind of didn't say why I guess I'm surrounded by my parents a lot and about that is because in a way it's not something that I miss that much because I still like it's still kind of fresh in my memory, but not only that, I guess being in a place where you're the only one, well, not like I don't want to say that I'm like the only Argentinian, but it feels like it. It does give you a sense of like it gives you a lot of pride, or at least to me, just because we're like a flex.
Would you think that your parents are a great support system for you? I think, personally speaking, my mom wanted to be like supportive towards everything I wanted to do, but she didn't know how, so she ended up not really being supportive. but at the same time being over supportive, which is like
I feel that. Yeah.
like if I were to be like, oh, I want to do this, then that would be like all she's thinking about.
Mm-hmm.
And everything she's talking about, like, oh my god, you can do this and that, this and that. And I'm like, okay, I'm just telling you I want to do this. I'm not saying I'm gonna do it right now, but I'm gonna do it eventually, you know? Like with law school,
I feel that.
like I had to start with my bachelor's and then I had to do law school. But then she would be like, you're gonna do law school now? You're gonna do law school now? You're doing it now? Did you apply already? And when I told her I'm going to Eastern, she was like, for law school? I'm like, no. So like, supportive, like over supportive, but at the same time,
I feel
not
like,
really knowing how
I
exactly.
feel like that's because like they also like don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, so like they don't know like the
Wow.
process of like how things go. Like they just think, because when I talked to my mom's like, oh yeah, like you should have already done this. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, like it doesn't work like that. Like,
And it's like whole explanation.
you know, she's like, well, I heard someone like from like a friend,
Yes.
like their daughter did this. I'm like, okay, like it's different. Like everybody has different experiences.
Mhm.
Like, you know, like my mom kind of just compares with other people, and she
Mhm.
just kind of like thinks that she knows, but like I kind of have to like explain it to her and be like,
Yeah.
no, mom, it's not like that. But yeah, I kind of like have that same experience where like I tell my mom like I want to do this, and she's like, are you really sure?
Mm-hmm.
She's like, or when are you gonna do it? Have you started?
Yeah.
I'm like, it kind of stresses me out a little bit. I'm like, but I feel like in that way I'm just kind of like, okay, like I'm gonna take it my time,
Mm-hmm.
my things.
And that's like to be like first gen, you know? Because you're pretty much like a first generation in the US, you
Yeah.
know? And everything's different, and like we're learning, and then we're teaching our parents how it looks like for us, so they get like a better idea. Is that how you
Yeah.
kind of feel?
Yeah.
How would you describe it maybe?
Describe what exactly?
Like how your parents' support towards you, like how you feel with
Oh.
it?
With college.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they are extremely supportive. Especially since people here are a great resource for her to actually be able to know how to help me. For example, sending me information for like scholarships, grants, talking to social workers and school counselors too. She went from a person who didn't know how to help. Now she's trying the best she can to learn how to help, which is very nice. You know, and yeah, it is a great advantage that I have, especially since I live with my mom. So yeah.
Nice. Shout out to all the parents who support us, who support their children.
Mhm.
We appreciate you. Another heart for my mommy. Yeah.
So you said you're going to Eastern.
Mhm.
Are you gonna try to live like the life on campus?
Like the
or
dorm life.
Yeah, the dorm life.
Oh.
Like, are you planning on like getting that full college
Yeah.
experience, or staying home and be a commuter? Like, have you thought about that?
I honestly have no idea. I know that I do want to. Of course, everyone wants to have like their fun apart from being in school.
Here's a frat.
No.
He joins the frats.
No,
He lives at a
definitely
frat house.
I can see that.
I can see. He makes
A
his
lot
own
of people
frat.
have said that I do look a bit frat.
I can see you starting your own frat.
Mhm.
My own frat, really? What would that be called? Like.
Netoto.
No, but
Brotherhood.
the Toto Brotherhood.
The Toto Brotherhood.
So being a computer, no, that doesn't seem a lot of fun. The dorms are really expensive. I have a girlfriend who is in the dorms, and she like it's a lot of money, at least from what I've heard. And plus it's only like 30 minutes away from here, so I think I'd be able to back and forth. So it also puts a lot of takes away a lot of stress from my shoulders, to be able to have a place where I can go, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So having to pay for a dorm too seems kind of nice.
Yeah. I feel like it sounds nice, but it also sounds nice too.
Yeah, to be alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did think about that, and I do want that. The only problem is just it's expensive, you know. Some some people really want it and they get it. Other people like me who want it, but you know, are okay with, you know, like preserving money for more important things. I guess, in my opinion, you know, kind of.
That's like
avoid
nice
that.
that you have the option though. Like,
Yeah.
That you get to stay home if you want to, or you can get a dorm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like nice.
That is really nice.
Me and I did it.
We did, and we kind of had to suck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom doesn't even live in Washington. So I kind of had to suck it up and read.
Really?
And then Jasmine, of course,
Yeah.
I also moved from another city.
Yeah. So I feel like from my experience, I guess like living on campus was horrible. Like
I've heard a lot of bad
Like,
stories. Yeah.
yeah, like freshman year, like especially like with making new friends and like being in Spokane, having my community that I'm used to, like it was really hard and difficult to like adjust, and especially like being at school 24/7 was horrible. Like I felt like I couldn't get away from it. Like if I go to my dorm, like I can still hear like people like walking around, hear the bells because of the church, and then then I have to eat on school, so I have to see people from campus. I feel like I can't escape that.
And also like not having your own bathroom.
Well, actually, I had my bathroom.
You
like
did?
my room was different. Like
It's cool.
I had my roommate, and then we had
Yeah.
a bathroom. We shared that bathroom with the other girls on the other side, but it was just
Okay.
4 of us using.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
That's super chill.
Yeah, so it was like that was really good. That experience was well. Like I liked that a lot, but honestly, like just being on campus like 24/7 was not the best.
Kind of obnoxious.
Mine was. Oh,
Sorry.
sorry.
No, but that's something I also kind of do miss now that I live off campus.
Uh-huh.
Because, like, now I have to, like, wake up early to go to school. And then back then I could just wake up 10 minutes before and just walk to school.
Girl, you live like 5 minutes from school.
But still, like, traffic, the lights, like, I gotta wait. Like, it's 10 minutes. It's 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
You're like, get it right.
15 even.
Probably sometimes. Because they did construction.
That's true.
Oh,
they did
that's
the
true.
construction
They
on
did
my
close
road.
one
They did,
lane.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's my
It's like
neighbor.
the one lane that you actually use to close it off.
It is the good lane.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
good lane.
It's a good lane.
And then everybody, like, tries to, like, cut you off. And then
Yeah.
you have to, like, wait. And then everybody just, I'm like, ah.
Yeah, because you can't even take the other way because there's like that.
Like, they added, like, a median, I think.
Yeah, and it just
Yeah.
blocks everything. So you
Yeah.
can go like straight from like the corner of your house.
Spokane is always doing construction, and then they never fix anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just there for show. And then if you call whoever is doing the construction, they don't know who's doing it. So whoever's in charge of that, please fix it. That's a complaint for the
Facts.
city. Yeah, for me it was kind of different because my first year I did not live in campus. I didn't even live in Cheney. I lived all the way in the valley.
Oh.
And when I like got my apartment for Spokane, I lived in Tri-Cities, so I didn't really know how far things were from each other. And an apartment in the valley, because we called like so many apartments because we wanted to move like ASAP.
Is that Rocky? Sorry.
That was,
No,
that was in my head.
we wanted to move as soon as possible. I moved with one of my friends, and we wanted to like get out of Tri-Cities like so fast. So an apartment from the valley was the one that was like, okay, you have an apartment. Do you want to move in now? And we were like, yeah. So we kind of like calculated how far the valley was from Cheney, and it wasn't that far, but that wasn't taking traffic into consideration at 6 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And so school would be like almost an hour away sometimes. So I had to wake up like at 6, like get ready at 6 and stuff. Because my first class would start at 8.
Mm-hmm.
So I would wake up at 6, get ready. By 6:50 I had to be in my car so I can just get out and make it to Cheney in class.
Exactly what I do
Because
in the
then,
mornings, at least.
yeah, because don't you go to school like really far?
Yeah.
Wait, where'd you go to school?
I go to it's like 30 minutes away from here.
Don't come after him.
Please.
You
don't.
know where he studies.
Please
Don't
no.
come after
Bleep that
him.
out. It's personal.
Are you comfortable sharing this information?
Okay.
Oh.
Come for him.
It's fine. Yeah.
Go for him.
Yeah.
Don't give your address.
No.
No.
But yeah, so one of my issues was that I wanted to be involved because I always like being involved into things. But sometimes I couldn't because I would be like late in the day and I had to do like that whole hour drive back home. Because I used to live in the valley by like Walmart is. So like that's the end of the valley. And then drive to like Cheney. That's far. And so I really wanted to like be involved in things. And I drove, at the time I used to drive a car that would have, it would spend so much money in gas. And so I didn't want to drive. I drove a Jeep.
Oof.
Never get a Jeep.
Never get a Jeep.
They break down on
for
you.
the snow. Not just that, but they get total.
Total.
Mine got total. And it's not good for the snow. And yeah, and so I wasn't really at school as much as I would have wanted to be involved in things. I would just go to class and go back. I really wanted to be in a sorority for a little bit. And I did join a sorority later on, but that's another conversation. But like I wanted to like see what the sorority life was about first and blah blah blah. But I couldn't because I couldn't make it to anything. And it was hard to like make actual friends. So like I met so many people at Eastern, but I don't know if I would be like I made so many friends at Eastern that I can like keep up with and like have conversations, go out for coffee and things like that. Because I didn't get to be with them as much. So yeah,
I think that was like kind of like a pro like living on campus because like for me I did get to make a lot of friends, especially like people like in my dorm or like my roommates. Like with them like I'm very close, and also like in my classes I'm like I feel like a good conversation starts like, oh, like where are you living on campus, and then like kind of bond over like things that you guys hate about that dorm or kind of things like that.
I did join Mecha. Mecha is like a leadership group for like the Chicano, Latino, Hispanic community, and I got to be like an officer for that and stuff, and I would like just go to that, and that would be the only thing I would stay for. I did have a friend back in the day that I could like stay with to go to my meetings and stuff, and then I would drive home or I would just stay over there. But yeah. Other than that, I didn't get to do a lot. I didn't get to make like great connections with like friends and stuff because I didn't get to see them a lot until later on. I did move to China. I would see them more, but then I didn't want to see nobody anymore because I had a job. Life happened and I didn't get to connect with nobody.
Did you guys have like a job like in high school?
I did have a job in high school. More towards what I did Running Start. I started like an actual job because I used to work with my mom's mans with stuff. But then I got like a desk job at a accounting place. So I had that, and then I would go to school and just go back and forth. How about you?
I got the privilege of not, cause I do this.
Is that not a job? You don't get paid?
Sometimes yeah, sometimes no. But it's
part time.
Yeah. I do consider it like I guess
Like an extracurricular.
Yeah, an extracurricular slash job because it also takes a lot of my time. But other than that, I do have the privilege of coming home and coaching, then taking days to go and for example, the thing that I do is I box a lot, so that's like my second.
Just doing things that you
Yeah,
enjoy.
exactly. Yeah, my parents were super against from an early age, so me getting a job and going to school. I don't know why, because they made me work with my dad a bunch, and I still do. I do have a lot of free time apart from school to do, sports and stuff like that, which is my favorite thing to do. So, yeah.
Nice. That's nice.
Yeah,
really nice.
I know. Yeah, be jealous. I'm joking.
I am jealous.
You are jealous.
I really don't know what I would be doing if like I didn't have a job. That sounds really sad, but I get to like do things. I get to do a podcast
Sure.
for money.
Sure.
I mean, for fun.
Volunteer
time, right? Right.
Yeah. Right.
Right.
Are you excited to graduate high school?
super excited. Oh my god.
Like
yeah.
I'm so ready to.
I
be
know.
done.
I actually am. Especially since the hardest class I'm taking right now is actually Eastern Math, EW Math, which I hate actually. Math 107. But
Is it statistics or is it the class
it's
before
like-
statistics?
It's no. So it has statistics, probabilities, finance.
I hate probabilities.
Yeah, probability sucked. It was the hardest one for me. But that class we're taking our final next week for some reason, and school ends in like June. But she wants to get that over with. Yeah, the good thing about her, she's super chill. But I'm ready to graduate. I'm really excited for this upcoming summer though, because it's gonna be like my after school, well, post high school life summer, and then I just get to worry about college, which I know that is not, at least from what I've heard, not as tough as high school was, but that again depends on the experience of the individual.
The look we gave
You
each
know?
other.
Yeah.
I think it's like unless you experience it for yourself, like
Yeah.
you know what
Well-
you're getting into, especially because people have different majors, different experiences.
For what you guys did, would you say that high school was harder for you guys than college was, or?
I actually do think high school was harder than college. For like, of course, not the classes.
Yeah.
I feel like in high school you can get away with a lot of things.
I get a lot with
I heard the opposite. In college, you can get a lot with a lot of things.
We don't condone cheating.
No cheating.
We don't condone looking for the easy
Um,
way
Yeah,
out.
no chat GPT.
I feel like after COVID things like changed, and so like I feel like because when I did Running Start, it was so easy to cheat. 'Cause we had everything. So like for college, like in that part, I was like super easy. I passed all my science classes like that. But high school for me was kind of easier because like when I was in high school, I'm gonna be honest, I never did homework. And you're like, how did you pass your classes? Like I did it like in class. Like I would be like and turn it in.
No.
But like I never like studied for exams. I never like to this day like I don't know how to study. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how to study for exams.
We just talk.
Like I don't know. I don't know how to study for an exam. So like in college, that's something that I struggle with.
Yeah.
Because in high school, like I would get A's easily, but now that I take exams for like my psych, like that's something I struggle with. Like kind of memorizing things, I'm like, wait, I don't know. Especially because I
That's
skip
fair.
class.
I'm good at like memorizing things, not how to do things.
That's fair.
For example, math. I can't study for math, but I could like memorize like the whole Europe.
Like the equation and
yeah.
stuff.
See, I'm the opposite. Like for me, math comes easy. Because like
Weird.
when I do like math and I solve the problems, like I'm like kind of like memorizing how to do the steps and like
Oh, that's the best feeling.
I don't know. I like math. Like math is like so like fun for me. But like learning like other things, like I feel like when there's like a lot of information, like learning that it just doesn't stick with me. So I'm like I don't think it's fun.
That happens when like I read like a lot, because you know how sometimes you have to read like whole chapters and they're like 50 pages each chapter or like 60 pages each chapter,
You have to do a book report and stuff like that.
just for like a quiz of 9 questions or
Especially
something.
Oh,
because
yeah.
like some professors like
They do
kind of
that in
like
high
want you to
school.
teach yourself. And
Teach
now
it.
teach
Yeah.
yourself.
That's true.
And
Yeah.
you pay a lot of money for that?
Yeah.
I actually had my teacher say today that school is free for us. That we get paid with a diploma, which is
Well,
Leave it in the comments what you think about that.
yeah.
what do you guys think about
What do you
that?
guys think about that? Do
Yeah.
you think college is free? Do you think school is free? You just get rewarded with a
The paper that says you can now do whatever you want, but still have to pay for college and stuff like that.
and then it's like really hard for you to get a job with what you actually studied for and actually apply what you learned. Leave in the comments. See, let us know how easy
Comment
it
down
was for
below.
you graduates to get a job of whatever you
Yeah.
graduated with.
I feel like if it was free and easy, everybody would be doing it.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Everyone would be able to go to school if it was free and easy.
Yeah,
They don't know.
I don't know.
No?
What do you say? You said though that you were like excited to like get out of high school, but at some point you did say that it made you kind of nervous to like be out of it.
Oh yeah.
I don't remember
It was like at the very beginning.
like the limbo part.
Yeah.
Or yeah. So, now I'm definitely like been more comforted myself a little bit more because I know that I'm not supposed to know exactly what I want to do.
Yeah.
In sophomore year already, like our counselor would come in and talk about credits in college and where you want to apply and what you need, this and that. And it was very like, dude, like slow down, like I'm barely about to make it to my junior year and you're already like talking about, oh yeah, this school, 40,000, like just a lot of stuff. And the money, they started talking about like how much school was, how much you have to pay, and credits. But now I used to be very scared of not knowing what to do after high school. And I was scared of just being stuck in like a 9 to 5. But now, yeah. Well, like, not that being stuck in a 9 to 5 is like a bad thing. It's just, yeah. But, well, it also like depends on like what you're doing as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if I have a 9 to 5, like doing something that I love, then yeah, like I don't like, not to diss on anyone, but I don't want to have, for example, like a 9 to 5 in McDonald's for like 5 years.
I'm just kidding.
Actually, it can.
They can give you
That's a
that
lot of hours.
For like 5, no, like
for like a full time. McDonald's
Yeah,
not even offers full time. I would go.
They pay more now.
They pay
really
good.
I would
I
actually.
would do a 9 to 5 at McDonald's.
in Miami. I had a friend's mom who worked at McDonald's, but she was a manager, and she stayed in there. No, I think it was a Burger King, and she stayed there for a while, dude. But at the same
Yes,
Sup,
dude.
What's up, dude?
Go work at Burger King. You pay good.
Yeah, they probably pay better in Miami than they do here. Burger King ones. Here,
Yeah, but how much does it cost to live in Miami?
oh, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
Gotta think cost of living.
Mm-hmm.
It's not costing.
Here, it's actually not that bad from what I heard. Cost of living.
Here?
Yeah, in Spokane. Other than that, it's not horrible. For example, my parents thought that it was like way more like chill to live here, like money wise than over there.
I think it's pretty chill because
Yeah.
at least the minimum wage here is
Yeah.
higher than in other states.
Yeah, the minimum wage in Miami is like $11.
Yeah,
I think so.
it's 16.80 something here.
It's been a while. No, 16. Yeah, yeah, it
Or
is.
17. It's more than 11.
Yeah, it's more than 11.
I think it was 17.25.
Oh, it's 17.25.
The minimum?
You think so? Is it?
I think it's 16.
That's what I was getting paid like at Gonzaga, and I was getting paid the minimum.
Really?
But
I
didn't
guess-
you work at Gonzaga last year? Because last year it was like 15 and then 16.
No,
What'd you do
no,
over there? Like,
I just worked for the athletic program.
oh, okay.
So, like I would help
She
set
an
up for
athlete.
the basketball, any kind of sports games. I would be there.
Yeah. Well, in Miami, they also don't have a Panda Express in college or Starbucks. At least in Eastern, I heard that they have a Panda
There
Express
is
over
Panda
there.
Express at Eastern and Einstein Bagels and Thomas Hammer
Yeah, I heard
and
the
Starbucks at yours.
Yeah, I heard the
Yeah,
bagels were
Qdoba.
really good.
Qdoba, Starbucks,
Thomas Hammer.
Thomas Hammer. That's
It's
about it.
crazy.
But we have like the Bulldog Bucks that you can like go to like other places around.
I did
campus.
see this one boba place called like Uoni or whatever.
Oh
it's
yeah,
called.
they
That
take
place is
Bulldog
super good. Yeah,
They do?
I think
Oh, I
so.
didn't know
I'm asking like I go
I
to
think so.
Gonzaga.
Is it
either-
good? I
yeah.
haven't
It's
gone.
really good. They have the fishes. The fish that you have like Nutella inside. Like a fish pancake.
I want that.
Fish pancake?
Fish looking pancake.
Fish-looking pancake.
It's like a waffle.
You know it's hard to find good boba in Spokane.
They have a creme brulee boba thing. It's
Mm.
really
haven't
good.
I haven't gone yet.
It's really good.
Yeah.
You should go. And it's really aesthetically pleasing to look at.
Yeah.
And it's like retro.
Everyone's over there with like their like laptop, like watching.
The life he doesn't want.
Yeah. No. Okay, but that's studying though. It's like,
See.
way different.
He's like college
Yeah.
vibe.
The college vibe.
College vibe.
He's like preparing himself.
Yeah.
He's like, that's gonna be me.
Project
Yeah.
me.
Projecting.
At Eastern.
Yeah.
Sure.
He's gonna be at the mason jar. It's like-
A
Have you
coffee
been
shop?
to Cheney?
No.
So you said yes without
no,
touring
no.
the school?
I did. No. I didn't
Bruh.
tour. No, I did tour the school. I didn't do like an orientation thing, but we did drive and like looked at the school.
Oh, we have to take you to Eastern.
Never been. Oh, I have been to Eastern. I've never been to like whole of Cheney though.
But you gotta pass through the whole Chini to get to Eastern.
Really? I was
Cheney's,
like mostly
this-
asleep. Like
You
Like,
go through the
I'm
little
like-
houses, like you're like
Yeah.
I remember getting on the highway and then I fell asleep and we were like in this little like entrance thing where it looked like I was like in Hogwarts. And then the trees were there and
Where did
then
you go?
we drove a little more and there was like the tiny
the back roads.
houses. yeah. And then there was like yeah. Then there was like the singular desks outside with like nobody in them and then the little houses with like the eagle stuff. And then I saw the Eastern field, the red one. Like the football field,
Okay.
which was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then the school's massive. Eastern is, at least from what I saw, it was pretty big.
Yeah. When I first toured, I thought it was huge too.
Yeah, is it not that big?
Mm,
Does it look bigger than it
I
actually?
feel like it is big enough. Like if you have to go across the whole school throughout your day
Yeah.
for classes, but it wasn't big for me, because it depends on what you're studying.
Mm,
You're just gonna be in the same 3 buildings every single day.
true.
And then I didn't go to half the school for like a whole year. Like I wouldn't even, because I had nothing to do on the other side of the school, you know?
Mm.
But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like once you first start like going there, you want to go everywhere. But then you're like, I know this one, I know this one. Yeah, you know?
The one thing I did hear is that there are some good dorms and some bad ones. They have like a new one now. It's called like Siamatsu.
That's the expensive dorm.
That's the expensive one, I think so.
That's how we're gonna put it.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it.
And that one's apparently like really nice.
The most expensive one.
How much do the dorms cost?
You know, like 7,000?
I don't know.
7,000?
No. 5,000? 3? Something around that. It's not in the hundreds.
Like
in the
for like
thousands.
a semester? Like
Because you pay
all
for
year?
quarters.
7,000 for a quarter? Like not even
No,
Gonzaga does that.
I don't think it's a quarter.
A year maybe?
I think so. From what my girlfriend showed me, the dorms were expensive. And from what my parents showed me, they were definitely in the 4 digits.
Yeah, because they're like thousands.
Yeah, they're
I know it
thousands.
should be like 1,000 because I mean for like my dorm for a semester I paid 3,550.
About that, yeah. Not 5,000, like
I was like,
3,000.
damn, not even like good.
I looked at the numbers wrong. Like 3,000 something.
Because you also have to get like a meal plan.
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Yeah, with your housing, you have to have a meal plan.
Yeah.
Even if you don't use it, you
Yeah.
have to have it. If you don't use it, that's on you. Because you know how you use the bulldog box here, you use like Easter money pretty
Don't you have,
much.
like a key card thing.
Yeah, like your ID.
Mm-hmm.
You can use it at like Yokes over there, at Safeway, at like I don't know if you can use it at Starbucks, but like you can use it at like nearby stores that they take like your.
Your ID.
Plus,
Like,
don't they have like
Evil
a grocery
Flex or
store like
something.
inside it?
They do have a
Sounds-
grocery store
yeah.
inside it, but it's more expensive.
Really?
Yeah, they're really expensive.
little,
Like
yeah.
a sopa maruchan is like $3.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
And we've got $5 for a whole case.
Oh yeah. They're
Oh
like
my God.
cents. Like just one, it's like
En la
cents.
despensa, gratis. Mm-hmm. Tenemos despensa in case you do
Oh, okay.
become like a full-time college
Yeah.
dorm
Maybe.
living human.
Don't live in him.
I don't know how long we've been talking. We kind of just
Oh,
had a
yeah.
conversation. We kind of just been having fun with it.
Well, isn't that what a podcast is supposed to be?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Even at one point he started asking us questions.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a conversation. This is not an interview, just a conversation between 3 humans. This is the longest conversation we all have
With
had
him.
together with him.
Like this is my first conversation with him actually, I think.
I
So-
think this is my first conversation with him too. I've talked to
Barely.
The
yeah.
first time I talked to you was with Jasmine 2 over here.
I thought it was in
yeah.
tacos and tequila.
I didn't talk to you there.
Did I see you there?
I was
I
there.
don't
You were there.
I don't think I saw you
I
there.
didn't talk to you.
No, I think I talked to Nano. Never mind. I thought it was you. No, it wasn't you. I don't know who I
Maybe
talked to.
Celeste?
Yeah, Celeste.
Celeste, yeah. There.
Yeah. Not everybody, but a lot of people get us confused.
Really?
Maybe it's the hair. The hair.
She most of the time she has like a
Like the waves?
blowout.
Oh.
And oftentimes I'm like this or with braids. Celeste is me. Me is Celeste.
Just like a brand. Me is Celeste.
Yes.
Kind of like like a perfume, like.
Me is Celeste.
Yes, French.
French, yeah, there we go.
Eau de parfum. What is it? Eau de parfum. I don't know. I know French.
Any experience, like maybe like any kind of thing you want to say to like
Our fans.
no, like someone that's gonna go into high school, like any advice like you want to give out, like
Okay.
Don't say.
Yeah.
say
yeah, okay.
like
There's like a couple actually. Don't procrastinate the homework because it will come and bite you very hard. I procrastinated a lot of stuff, and then
College.
yeah. Expect the teachers to not all be so nice. At the beginning of the year, they're super nice, and then they get really mean. And after that, go out a lot with your friends
Safely.
safely. Yeah,
Don't do
it's
nothing
the time to
dumb.
do that. Yeah, don't do anything stupid. And expect people to look at you the wrong way. That's who. You okay, at that age, I guess at my age, people are very judgmental of each other. So you will get looked at. So people are gonna talk about you. You're gonna talk about people. You know, it's just how it is. Just be ready to, again, have people not like you. You don't have to be liked by everyone. Just remember that too.
That's actually pretty good advice.
that is really good advice.
Almost like something that you would want to tell, like as you go to college, like something you would want to tell your future college self, and maybe like in the future you come back to this, and you're like, did I do this? Did I actually apply this? Or
oh my god, I don't know.
and then we'll come back in 4 years.
Like a time capsule.
Like a time
Time
capsule.
capsule.
I could say like, learn how to study too. Learn how to study.
Do
I have to learn.
procrastinate.
Learn how to study.
I have to
'cause
learn how to study. So yeah,
What's some advice we can give him for college?
I
college.
feel like
College?
College.
I feel like be more open to like new experiences.
Yeah.
Like be open because you'll be like talking to people from like different states,
Mhm.
and like their views is different, and so
Mhm.
like be open to like having like open conversations with them, or kind of just like also try to get involved in school.
Mhm.
I got involved with just like a cultural club. She got involved with like Mecha and stuff, but like try to like make friends in that way.
Get out there.
Yeah, put yourself out there. I think.
Yeah. Putting yourself out there is a really good way. Your professors are probably going to be your advisors. And that's
Yeah.
going to be hard.
Uh-huh.
So don't be scared to ask for help. Because
Okay.
you're going to need it.
Yeah, I bet I am. Yeah.
And advisors are not always the most helpful human beings sometimes.
Mhm.
So you might want to look for help outside of that.
Mhm.
And that's where Lee comes in.
Mhm. Definitely.
Lee definitely helped me a lot with school. But yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help to nobody. There's a lot of resources, use them.
Mhm.
You're literally paying for them.
Yeah.
And yeah, go to as many things as you can. If you have time, also be conscious of your capacity because you don't want to give more of yourself than you have, you
Mhm.
know?
Mhm.
So
I understand that.
yeah, just know yourself, your limits, and
Yeah.
don't do anything stupid.
Stupid. Mm-hmm.
Use your own advice. do anything stupid. And you're gonna meet a lot of like, I think you're gonna meet a lot of like Hispanic and like Latina people.
I hope so.
Because Eastern has a lot of
I hope so, actually. I'm
Hispanic
excited for
and
that.
Latino people, and you can relate with. I never met nobody from Argentina at Eastern, but
Yeah.
maybe you get lucky. And you're like, hey, and then you just like switch others.
Yeah, to be continued.
To be continued.
To be
We'll come
continued.
back to this in 4 years.
4 years.
We'll come
Yeah.
back to this in 4 years and we'll see.
Mm-hmm. We'll also see if I finally have a full beard.
We'll see that in 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna record a video and just post it and then Hasta La Raiz's website or something.
Like a little vlog.
I have a beard now.
We should do a time capsule on every episode.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. Well, I would say that's it for the episode. What do you guys think?
I think
That's fine. Yeah, I'm good.
And we want to talk about our sponsor of the day. We have a sponsor, guys. Our first sponsor. Yay! If you're interested in sponsoring a video, let us know. DM us on anywhere, or just call us, or just let us know. We'll be happy to have you as our sponsor, of course. Our sponsor is called Bizcochos. And what they do is they sell workshops teaching you how to make tres leches cakes. So if you want to learn how to make a cake for tres leches for like Mother's Day, that's coming up on, what day is Mother's Day?
The 10th or 12th.
The 10th or the 12th of May, of course. And you want to learn how to like make tres leches for your mom or something, come to this workshop. It's always
a good skill.
It is always a good skills, and if you really like tres leches, you know it's hard to find, at least here in Spokane. Just make it. Just go to this workshop, learn how to make tres leches, make it yourself, surprise your family, surprise your neighbor, whoever, and maybe you can start selling your own tres leches cake, you know? All because you went to this workshop. Only $70. The workshop, and you come out with a cake that you make. So all you have to do is pay the $70, go to the class. All the materials are provided for you, so you have to bring yourself only, and you come out of the class with a cake that you made. So you have the experience, the skills, and the cake to share. Does it get better?
Not to eat by yourself. I mean, I would eat it by myself.
I would eat it by myself, honestly.
So, yeah.
Just put it in the fridge for a while. Yeah. Let's go to the workshop. I'm done. Okay.
Sign up for the workshop.
Sign up for the workshop. You can call 509-514-1984 and talk to Viviana. She will teach you the ways on how to make your own tres leches cake. And you can follow her on Facebook and Instagram. You can find her as Bizcochos. Bizcochos. And yeah, find her on Facebook, follow them, give them a like, whatever, and show us how your cakes come out. Anything else? Saludos. Al primo.
Shoutouts.
Any
Shoutouts.
shoutouts?
No shoutouts.
Shout out to my mom.
I don't have any shoutouts.
Okay, well, thank
Actually,
you.
yeah.
Oh,
Shout out to my mom and to Lee.
shout out to
Lovely.
we love Lee. Lee is our producer.
Yes.
Love to Lee. Well, that's it for this episode of
Hasta La Raiz.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.